right. See if I'm set up here-ish, somewhat situated. All right, I wanted to get something cute. Isn't this cute? Like, it's fluffy. We'll see how easy it is to pick stuff up off of it. All right, so connecting into the collective energy, we're gonna go ahead and set the intention that all messages that we receive are for the highest good of the collective. We ask and declare that these messages will bring clarity, that it will give those aha moments, those feelings of, oh, I knew it. Okay, this is what we always want. That's when you know that this is your reading, that this is for you, because you feel that, right? It's like, oh, I knew it. I knew that. That's what I've been feeling. That's what I thought was happening. That's what we want, okay? So that's the intention that we're setting. Let me just go ahead and cleanse and clear the deck. Again, I was just doing individual card pulls in my group live, so I want to make sure that we get the energy off. Surya harana korea baso horia hala hala maramboria seirando haria suri Okay, right. Let's get started. Let's see what the overall kind of blanket energy is right now. Let's see what's happening. Yesterday's was very, very interesting. Okay. Okay. So it looks like, I don't know how much you guys can see, if you can see any of these cards. We have some thoughts about, wow, okay. Okay. So all of these are coming out in reverse. There were so many reverse cards yesterday, right? It was like just so much reverse. I have the Two of Wands, so there's a decision that's in the works. We're trying to, it's like they want to make something happen, but they're not quite sure how. They're feeling, what I'm getting is underprepared. The thing that they want to do, it's the Four of Wands. It's to bring in, they want to bring in a marriage, but something has happened here. Again, reverse Two of Cups. It's like something that was on its way to marriage. So maybe someone was planning to propose. Maybe marriage had been talked about. That with all of these in reverse, like if they were upright, right, I would be like, okay, someone's planning to ask you to marry them. They want to be together because of Two of Cups here, but it's all reversed. So it's like there had been this thought, but it, like, things like fell apart is what I feel like. They fell apart because there was, what I'm getting is like immaturity. So let's see, let me try to clarify these, see if we can go from there. So what happened here with like this decision? Okay. We had a wounded masculine energy here. So this is probably most likely about a masculine energy. Now remember, masculine can be in a feminine body or feminine expression. If they're in more of like their toxic masculine, if they're operating from their witch's wound, one of the overactive ones, that's toxic masculine energy. Underactive archetypes are the wounded feminine energy, regardless of medical gender, however you want to state that. Okay. Okay. All right, so someone... Okay. Yeah, so whoever this person is, like, the reason that they were having trouble making a decision is because they're still operating in their wounding. So this is what kind of caused things to fall apart. This is what caused things to... I feel like they just kind of, like... There was, like, no closure. There was no, like, defined ending. It was just kind of like a stalemate kind of energy is what I'm feeling here. Four of Pentacles is clarifying this Four of Wands. So I feel like there is some financial, like there was a financial reason. Like I feel like this person... They wanted these things. They had these things in their mind, but they were very premature about it. Like they weren't actually capable of moving into this energy. And so they just kind of like left it hanging because they're waiting for things to like financially kind of work themselves out. And I mean, honestly, I'm getting like, there is a third party involvement here because with the Two of Cups is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles, which the Three of Pentacles, this is like, obviously it's three of them. It's like kind of working collectively, working together. Don't shut down on my computer. My computer's attached to the light. So if it goes off, my light will go off. Okay. So yeah, there's like some type of third party here. So this person who started something new, they did it very prematurely. They were not ready at all to do this. They got very excited. They got very caught up in the excited energy of it. And then like jumped the gun, and it caused things to like fall apart because in their physical reality, they were still way too triggered. In their woundings, way too much in that energy, and they weren't financially they just weren't able to move forward with this because of something going on with the third party. Okay, I want to clarify this a little bit more. Yeah, it's like their money is controlled. So what's going on with their like wounded energy? What's coming up for them? Something needs to come up to be healed. I feel like this is a karmic situation. So they're being triggered, right? They're being activated, they're being triggered. And this is intentional. Like this is a karmic thing. And they need that in order to heal. So what is it that's being triggered? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Let me get this. Yeah. All right. So it looks like we have, oh, man, okay, this person, again, like masculine energy, the wounding that has been activated, they are very emotionally immature, okay? This Page of Cups in reverse, they are, it's like they never evolved their ego. Like the ego is still very trapped in like I would say the word like mantrum, right? It's like they have mantrums. When they're very much like underdeveloped emotionally, with their emotional awareness. So it's like constantly needing a lot of support, like emotionally, seeking like outside validation. This is again, like yesterday we had this kind of vibe too. It's like that peacock wounded archetype energy. I feel like I either have a fuzz or here. That's coming up here. So it's good, honestly, because it's coming up to be healed. What happened with the money? We have the Emperor. This is, for this situation, this is like some kind of like domineering. Like they were very aggressive is what I'm getting. Like aggressive with this idea of, again, it feels like peacock energy where it's like, I have to kind of prove myself. I have to show, I have to like show this sense of like dominance and I'm in charge and I can do this. And it's kind of like kick their butt. This is kind of like their overcompensation, what they've kind of built their sense of worth on. Ooh, okay, wow. Yeah, so they've built their sense of worth on how much money, how like their house, their vehicle, their like maybe for a female it's like designer bags, designer stuff, whatever it is. Like they've really built their sense of worth on these things. And so whatever situation is happening with them that kind of blocked them from, you know, move forward after they've gotten really like hot and intense with it, and then like just kind of like disappeared, and we're like, oh, I can't admit that I kind of prematurely, we won't say that word on here, but you know what I mean, from my excitement with this situation and didn't have my ducks in a row before moving forward into this. So the current situation that they're kind of stuck in has highly activated this need for developing their, I'm getting their amygdala, and I don't even know like what part of the brain, but I feel like that's like the, like that emotion, right? There's something with that. It's like it's needing to help grow that, because they've built this. See, we've got both of these, they're both sitting on like a throne, right? They're both sitting there like on my throne. I've got this, I can show what I have, but the situation is affecting them financially, okay? And so it's breaking them down. I'm getting like an ego death with this. It's forcing them to have to like break, really. That's how ego death happens, right? It's like that rock bottom, dark night of the soul kind of vibe, kind of energy. And then this third party, this was, I mean, it's interesting that's clarified with the Ace of Cups, because this was someone who they had trusted. I mean, they had been in a situation where it had been good. It had been relatively successful. So it probably was a marriage, but it was karmic. So of course it wasn't going to work. Like, I don't feel that there was anything like untoward, like anything intentionally that this other person did to your person. Like it was just meant to work out this way because it was karmic, and it needed to all happen that way to get that person to have this like this ego death, like this massive breakdown of self, that they really, honestly, they really need, is what I feel. Like they're very caught up in their external, again, that external like validation, that need for like how I look, how I'm perceived, how everything is external from them. Everything is like out here. So when they get upset, again, I'm getting that, like those mantrums where it's like they get upset, they feel threatened, they feel insecure, and it's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, like they need to hash it out, right? Like they need right then and there that they need to hash that out, because there's no sense of like emotional regulation. They have a very unregulated nervous system. I want to know what caused this. Like, where did this come from? That's what I want to know. Where did this energy come from? Why are they having to be like triggered and activated like this so much? So this could be, for some of you, this could be a twin flame. And this is why that separation is needed right now, because they need this. It's kind of like you don't want to be in union with them while they're in this energy. It's just not a healthy energy. They're also not going to be able to have that high level union, that heart union with another person while it's still, they're not even in their heart. So it's like they can't connect. They're still living in their ego. And so the capability of being able to have a heart or soul union, they're not capable of it right now. Literally, it's like impossible, because they're not even in their heart at all. They're so disconnected from their emotions. So what happened? What happened to this person? What happened here? I want to know what happened to this person that's causing this. This is interesting. We've got a lot of the same cards coming back. I am feeling a lot of like emotion starting to come up. They definitely had a wounding. Something happened where they needed to make a decision and they doubted their intuition. I do see that. Okay, and this created justice next, which is upside down, which created like a severe imbalance. A lot of what I get is instability. Well, this would make sense in their life. So now they like over assert themselves. This is why they stepped into that like an overactive, wounded archetype energy. They have to be very proactive. They have to try to head things off at the punch. And so, and now they're in another situation, right? It's like they didn't learn from this original situation. It like hardened them. So then they became too much like that emperor energy, but like not the healthy emperor energy where they have good, strong masculine leadership. Is more like, again, that domineering kind of energy is what I feel. So whatever this was, I'm getting like it happened, they were young. I'm getting like 19, teenager. Something happened though. There was a decision and they were trying, I want to get clarity on this. I don't want to just say that, but I feel pretty confident in this. Yeah, they were trying to play this like hero vibe. They wanted to be this, they're very overly like romanticizing a situation and ignoring their intuition. Yeah, which resulted in a lot of conflict. Jeez. Okay. You know, it's easy, right, when someone's like in that situation and we're feeling their not so great energy and vibes coming at us. It's like, good Lord. But when you look back and you start to get an understanding of like what they went through and what happened, it helps to have compassion, right? It helps to be able to step into that energy and wow. Yeah, I mean, all of this has been karmic for them. So this was necessary. All right, I feel like I'm doing this on a puppy dog, which actually is kind of comforting to me. Okay, yeah. So they had been presented with a situation where they needed to make a decision and they made the wrong one, and it created a lot of it created financial loss. This is a reason why now, like, they have been in this energy for the last 10-15 years of like, no, this is what makes me strong. I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to make sure that this isn't a thing anymore. That has some like snake archetype energy to it. So that whatever this situation is, they made that wrong decision. Their intuition was telling them something different. They ignored it because, again, I get this vibe, like they wanted to be a hero. So if it was a masculine, it's like they wanted to be that like knight in shining armor. They wanted to show that they do the right thing, and they wanted to be in this vibe, very like self-righteous energy. If it was a feminine, it might have been more of this energy of I owe someone something. I just have to be faithful. I have to nurture them. Whatever. And it just backfired. It really like hit them in the face, this ignoring their intuition. And so this other situation that they have been currently stuck in and having to work their way out of, that is this justice. Honestly, that's it's like forcing them to have to take a hard look at where their choices have been taking them, and to give them like this new perspective, because I have the Page of Swords with that justice. So it's like, this is designed, like the justice, it was designed for their soul growth. Like this was all soul contracts. This is all karmic, probably to heal the witch's or warrior's wound that they incarnated with. So they had the activating event, right? This is how that works. And then, they go into this energy of like being super in that wounded, and they've been in this wounded energy for a while with either multiple people. I feel like it's been one person though for a while. And that it's like that situation, it's kind of blown up in their face again, but this time for a different reason, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. And then I'm going to hop back on live where I am right now to finish with the extended part 2. So for those that watch this on YouTube, if you want to access the extended, you can do so in my monthly membership, which is called The Collective, and I'll make sure to link that below. But for everyone else who's already in here, I'm just going to hop on for a second live, and that's where it'll be found. But what I want to look into next is like how are they going to move through this kind of timeline? Is this going to be something that happens relatively like quickly, or is this something that this person's going to be stuck in for years? So I want to look at that. I want to look at best case scenario for you and this person, and see what else comes up with that stuff. Okay. So again, if you want to be able to watch the extended, just click the link. You'll be able to hop into that customized members only Facebook group, and that's where you'll be able to find the part 2 live extended. All right. So see you guys soon for the extended, and for everyone else, I hope that this resonated. Leave any comments, questions, anything like that, and I'll do what I can to tune in to your energy and see how I can help you. If you do need help on your mirror soul or twin flame journey, you need to snag my Manifest Your Mirror Soul guide. That is also going to be linked below. If you need your own custom reading, that will be linked below as well. Archetype information as well if you want to take the free quiz. All right, see you guys soon, and I'll see everyone else on the extended. Bye.